What are your thoughts on ancient history, such as who built the pyramids or their purpose? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I would say they had high knowledge. I mean, we still can't replicate it in 2025. They did this like 20,000 years ago or however long it was. I've actually been to the Great Pyramids of Giza. High knowledge, high energy, for sure, right? I don't know where they got this intuition, this consciousness, but high knowledge. Let's say it like that, you know. So I can't even explain how they put the pyramids together in this day and age, right? Who knows, right? But they definitely had high knowledge, If you ask me what my intuition tells me, they had some supreme technology, which was more sound based, where they could move heavy things through sound waves. How they did it, I have no clue, but that's just my intuition. So they had some supreme technology that we can't explain. I don't know, 20,000 years ago, whenever the pyramids were. But yeah, definitely ancient history, and India too. They have places, Mount Kailash, different temples. I have no clue how they made it, right? And it's so beautiful. And they had this one temple we went to. It was carved out of a mountain with one stone. Like, I don't even, how'd they do that? I can't even explain it, like,
Yeah.
so they have ancient history has high knowledge, right? And God bless them, because they were definitely on to something. And the pyramids, ancient pyramids of Egypt, and the different temples in India, and Angkor Wat in Cambodia, and millions of Thai temples around here. Wow, you know that really shows you, if you really align yourself with God, God becomes the best inspirer and creator, and he takes over and starts painting and chipping away at the rock. And wow,
Yeah.
what a true testament of if you realize your true inner potential, the the possibilities are unlimited. And we have modern day things to look at, the pyramids in Egypt, I mean everywhere, like what they call this place in Mexico and Peru. Um, yeah, I have
I
no
can't
clue
think of
how
the
these
name. Yeah.
ancient civilizations created all this. Angkor Wat, all these Thai temples, all these temples in India. I mean, everywhere has great architectural feats that can't be explained right now. So, yeah, they definitely had high knowledge. And yeah, if they could do it, who knows what you could do? Realize your own inner potential. In my intuition, they just aligned themselves with the God signal, and God took over, and they were divinely inspired by the grace of God. As you see, most of these temples are to worship the the awe-inspiring beauty of the source of God, So whatever incarnation you feel of God. So yeah, they definitely had great technology, and I'm in awe of it all around the world. Let's be honest. So how they
Yeah.
did it, I have no clue, but it looks great, and I enjoy it to the fullest. But yeah, definitely high vibrations, highest vibrations, and yeah, they definitely had high divine knowledge. Where they got it from, how they got it, I have no clue, but it definitely resonated with higher divinity to me. Let's put it to you that way. Like, whoa, these guys. they were on the right track for sure.
Are you feeling spiritually lost? Like you've tried everything, YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. This isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com.
Katathu Roti, the next question is, what are some good self-reflection questions to uncover unconscious beliefs? Oh, good question.
Self-reflection questions. I mean, the master of self-reflection is self-inquiry, self-observation is Ramayana Maharishi, right? So if you look up him, his number one question, who am I, right? This helps you self-reflect and realize your true inner potential, you know? And you begin to drop identities and conditioning like I am not my car, I am not my bank account. I mean, most yogis, they say neti neti, which means not this, not this. I am not any of this. I am not even this physical body. They say, they have a affirmation. They say, not this body, not this mind. They look at their own physical body as like a physical meat suit, a junk car, or like changing clothes, right? Like, this doesn't define my soul at all. So if you really self-observe yourself, you really begin to see like none of this defines your soul, right? So when you start to ask yourself, who am I, right? Then you really start to self-observe yourself. And a good way to self-observe yourself or self-inquiry about yourself, just go in your bathroom, look in the mirror and ask yourself this question and face yourself, look at yourself eye to eye and say, who am I really, right? And you begin to drop all these identities, these conditioning, and realize your true inner potential. So good question to ask. I would say the master is Ramayana Maharishi, right? Who his whole practice is based on self-inquiry. So I would look up Ramayana Maharishi, but I would say his number one go-to was who am I, you know? And that helps you self-reflect and self-observe and self-inquiry into yourself. You know, who am I? So that will get you started. And yeah, if you want to ask AI what a Ramayana Maha self-inquiry questions, it'll tell you.
That is a pretty deep question. Like, who am I?
Right. Yeah. That's his number one go-to, you know? So, and when you start at the top of the pyramid, then you trickle down, right? And then you have these other self-inquiry. Then the other questions open up and come to you readily. So,
am I these hands? No. This keeps going and going.
Right. Am I my car? Am I my bank account? What do these hands do? Why do I have these? They look kind of awkward, right? What does this thumb do? You know? Why do I need this, right? How does this define my soul?
Yeah. Katathi Roti, I really appreciate all your questions. These are so good. So the next question is the feeling of enlightenment, bliss, similar to the same feeling as Maha? I'm not
Maha.
sure what he... Yeah.
That's what he said? So Maha means like great or supreme, right? Did he say anything after Maha?
That's it. This is question mark.
Maybe he was going to say Maha Samadhi. So
yeah, I think so. He abbreviated it. It was MD and then MA, Maserati. I think that's what he meant.
Yeah. So all these highly enlightened states or states of being, yeah, they're all kind of similar and they all kind of stack on each other. So when you reach a state of samadhi, it's a state of no beginning and no end. So it's infinite. So even in samadhi, you wouldn't even know what samadhi is. It's like how would I put this? It's like merging with the light, the divine light. You are the divine light, and the divine light is you. So I like to say sunbathing in the grace of God. So it's like almost like showering in God's grace. Let's put it to you that way. But these highly enlightened states like Mahasamadhi or enlightenment or self-realization are hard to put words to because it's beyond words, you know? So I'm trying to describe it in crude words when it's such a beautiful, blissful, symphonic state that you reach, you know? So I would say they're all similar, or they all kind of merge together and become one. And what is one? It's almost like nothing. It's like emptiness. It's like, how could I explain this? It's like sitting in a white room, but there is no room. There's no beginning and no end. So there's no distractions, nothing to attach to. So you would say, am I in Mahasamadhi? And it would be like, what is Mahasamadhi? You know? Like, so it forces you to go inside you as you and become one. So even the white light or the white room, you are the white room. So you can't even, there's no distractions. You can't even make out your physical body in these highly enlightened states. You are one with everything, and nothing matters. Food doesn't matter. Time doesn't matter. Words don't matter. Nothing matters. You are alone with yourself, inside you as you, in your blissful state. So there are nothing to distract you. You're alone with yourself. So it's been known for people to get lost in samadhi, which I have done for 5 days. I didn't eat, and yeah, you never want to leave. And when you come out of that state, you always want to go back. So
So I guess what he meant was MDMA. It's actually a drug. It's known as like ecstasy or Molly. So is that so? What was this question? Let me go up.
I mean, these highly enlightened states you can't compare to like a chemical induced state, you know? So these states, enlightenment, self-realization, samadhi, you are the director. You are in control. When you take these things kind of take control. So it's different, right? So like I said before with ayahuasca, I would not depend on any external source to get you to an enlightened state, because it's like my guru used to say, it's like trying to hold water in your hand. It's just, it drips out. It's a temporary band-aid to something that only inner work can really get you to that state. So I wouldn't depend on any external source. If you ask me, I would do the inner work, and you could reach that state anytime you close your eyes without having to go buy some pills or get on an airplane and fly to some faraway place to reach that state. You just sit on the side of your bed and go inside you as you, and that would be the best way to reach this state. My guru used to say, I remember one time we were at a temple in India, and there was a bunch of backpackers, right, on the spiritual path. He says, I don't know why all these people get on an airplane to come to India to find the secrets of the universe. All they have to do is go in their closet and close the door and go inside them as them, and they will find the secrets of the universe inside them as them. So I wouldn't go anywhere. I wouldn't depend on any external things. I would just do your inner work and go inside you as you. And you would have a way more dynamic and profound experience just by doing that, I would say. So that would be my best advice. Whether it's ayahuasca, MDMA, I don't know, any external thing, I wouldn't trust it. I would do your inner work, because all this is a temporary band-aid. you know, a temporary solution to a long-term solution, right? So if
Yeah.
you do your inner work, you're not dependent on any external things to get you there. You get yourself there whenever you want. All you have to do is close your eyes and go inside you as you.
You feel like something inside you is quietly breaking down, like you've tried all the right things, meditation apps, self-help books, endless YouTube rabbit holes, but nothing matters. The emptiness just stays. The world keeps spinning faster. You are drained by the noise and pressure of it all. You are not broken. You are just disconnected from your soul. And that's exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system. This isn't another feel-good video that fades by tomorrow. This is a living spiritual practice, a step-by-step system to heal yourself within. So if you're exhausted from searching, I invite you to take the first step. Go to kriyayogamasterclass.com.
Okay. My
Okay.
next question for you from Katathu Roti is, can spiritual people and regular people feel your energy? I would think so, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I would think so. Like, it's hard for me to know what other people experience and what level they are on. I mean, I'll tell you a story. One time, me and my guru were walking through a market in India, right? And I saw this guy, I think he was selling fish, and he was glowing. He had like a golden glow around him. I looked at my guru. He looked back at me. I was like, "You see that?" He's like, "I see it." So we walked up to him, and he just started laughing. And we started laughing. Like, he saw our glow, and we saw his glow. And we didn't say any words. We just laughed uncontrollably for like 5 minutes. Like, oh, it's, you know, it's basically like, oh, it's such a great blessing to find another person glowing. There are very few people glowing around here, but we got one. I see you, you see me.
Yeah.
I didn't say this to him, but he was just laughing like, ah, ha, 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 ha. It was like the funniest thing ever. And like after I don't know, 5-10 minutes, we just wide him, he wide back, and we just went away. And it was like, I was like, man, I looked at my guru. I was like, man, that was excellent. That was outstanding. He's like, yeah, sometimes on the spiritual path, you find people and there's no words necessary, you know?
Yeah.
We saw his glow. He saw our glow. It was a great day, you know? No words necessary. Let's laugh about it and be happy, you know? We're on the spiritual path. Thank God it's great to be a yogi, right? Yeah. That's what it was, you know? Like, it was controllable laughing. We couldn't stop laughing. I don't even know how I started laughing, you know? It was just contagious. He started laughing. I started laughing. My guru started laughing. And we're not, you know, my guru's like a secret yogi, you know? Like, it's not, you know, he's not too much into laughing. Oh, he's more happy than other strict, rigid yogis, let's be honest. But, you know, like, yeah, it was just infectious. And when someone starts laughing, you can't stop laughing. I was like almost rolling on the ground laughing, you know? Like uncontrollable. And, you know, just like, it was, yeah. So, yeah, so I saw my guru, and he said, like, you saw his aura. Obviously he did. He told me he saw it, and I saw it, and then, you know, he's like, most things, words aren't necessary, you know, like, we understand the mission, you know, we understand, you know, it's like a great signpost or a great confirmation and blessing, right? Like, keep up the good work. That's basically kind of was said, like, intuitively, you know, like, you're doing the greatest stuff. We're doing the greatest stuff. Let's keep going, right? Let's collectively uplift the world as much as we can. So, yeah, we can see other people's energy, and other people can see our energy, depending where they're at on the spiritual level. You know, if they're on a lower frequency, they're not going to see our aura. But if you're walking the spiritual path and you've done inner work, I would say you probably could see other people's energy, and they could see your energy.
Yeah, and if you can't see it, you can feel it. Like, you can
you
walk
can feel
into
it.
a room, you can feel what the energy of the room feels like, or can feel if somebody
True.
feels good or bad.
Sometimes I go in a place and energy just feels off. I just turn around and walk out. Not going to do it to myself. Not going to try to figure it out. Not going to try to investigate. You know, I support places with good energy. Low frequency energy, negative energy, I don't support. So
Yeah.
if I was going to go eat there and it fell off, I would go eat somewhere else, you know? So yeah, I would definitely say you feel energy, and you don't want to absorb other people's energy unless you have to, you know? Like you want energy that uplifts you. You don't want energy that drags you down. So, you know,
Yeah.
anytime you feel like it's off, just leave, you know? Turn around and leave, you know? If you can, you know, if you're in a situation, then try to navigate that situation and get out of there as quick as possible, you know? Run away from bad energy. Don't
Yeah,
try
I
to
don't
fight
think
it, just walk away.
yeah, I don't think you have to be a spiritual person to feel energy. I think regular people can feel it, is what he was asking. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's openly and readily available for anybody, right? Like I like when you said on the other sad song, it's highly unlikely I could ever reach self-realization. I said it's highly likely you can.
Yeah.
It's openly ready for everybody. Like, who can't? All you have to do is do the inner work. It's open for everybody. So anybody could see other people's energy. Just do the inner work, you know? And if you don't know how to do the inner work, on the screen we got all of our stuff. You know, we'll give you a little roadmap and step-by-step path to help get you started. And yeah, anybody could do it. If I could do it, anybody could do it. So I don't want to feel like it's out of reach for anybody. It's in reach for everybody. So if I could see other people's energy, you could see other people's energy. All I did was the inner work. That's it. You know, you do the inner work, you probably see people's inner energy way more than me. So just do the inner work, and you'd be surprised at your inner potential, what you can achieve. It's unlimited. So yeah, it's openly available for anybody. So only difference between yogis is that they just did the inner work, you know?
Yeah.
So they were like you at one day, you know, they just got on the spiritual path and did the inner work, and now they could see people's energy. So if you do the inner work, you could definitely see people's inner energy. Do you want to wake up feeling anxious or already behind? That was my life until I made Kriya Yoga my morning anchor. Just 15 minutes a day gave me calmness, clarity, and control. You deserve to start your day from a place of peace. Book a free call at kriyayogamasterclass.com or join my free school at freekriyayoga.com. If you found value here in this video, comment your morning struggles and make sure you're subscribed and click the video right here.